more on European glory at the moment. Atletico scoreless in Holland against PSV. Well, Real went to Rome and came away with a strong 2-0 win.
Oh, he's in.
Almost, but
brilliant
Ramos
from
plucks it out of midair.
Ramos. He's got to be perfect here. And he gets it right bullseye to take it away from Griezmann.
Hesse drives in on Kraneviter, out wide for Carvajal. Real around that 18-yard box. In for Hesse. One touch to the middle. Banged off Gabi. Kraneviter tries to clear, but Modric
great
deflects.
Bullseye to take it away
for him, out of play. And another look to the sideline. More reinforcements for Atleti. Ronaldo with 5 shots on the game. Borja coming off the bench with 2, no one else with more than 1. Slow walk to the sideline for Fernando Torres. And some fresh legs up front.
80 minutes that the Colchoneros lady applauds. And Mano also.
Correa checking in. The star is not just below his ear, also twinkling above his head.
Danger player again, another one away.
Torres
from Argentina, an international footballer from San Lorenzo, a cracker of a player.
Some might have said a crocked player a couple of years ago, but nicely. Simeone kept faith, upended Ramos on a foray. Correa tries to keep it alive, trickles across, and it will go Atleti's way. What I'm talking about with the Correa situation is, unlike Vieto, who Simeone brought up with Racing, they kept an eye on Correa when he was at San Lorenzo, liked him so much, they signed him, went through the pre-contract physical where they found a hole in his heart. But rather than just say, that's it and move on, they said, get healthy, we'll bring you in. Played so well that when he did get healthy, other teams were coming in, but he showed the same faith back to Atletico that they had showed to him. And now on the pitch here today. Saúl with a nice little touch for Griezmann. 8 minutes remain.
Saúl, of course, an ex-Real Madrid youngster himself.
Nice from Saúl. Snuck through, but Navas was awake. Carvajal looking for an extra gear. Ronaldo, after Felipe Luis slips, sneaks it forward, but Carvajal can't get there. Godin. Ronaldo wins it back, drives to the 18, and Godin just chops it down. Off of the Portuguese attacker and out for an Atleti throw.
Well, sensing that Real Madrid might have 1 goal in them, they have 2, because that's what's really required as they continue their pursuit. They get out of here without any points, it's going to be an almighty blow to their hopes. It's still time on the clock in this place. They will keep coming and gambling. But they are missing some big horses up front, Phil.
Modric in for Vasquez, good control, but Godin again pounces. And Real Madrid up next.
Better expect and hope that the injury, perhaps to Benzema, isn't too much of a threat, because they're going to need him. They don't have anybody else in that position.
Deflected cross. Ronaldo again over Godin, but Oblak was ready.
Very difficult ball for him to get any sort of power. It takes a deflection and it's dropping like a snowball out of a snowy sky. Very difficult, but he rises magnificently, but not enough punch or angle on the ball.
Real at Levante in their next league match midweek. Then they'll host Celta before their return leg against Roma. Meanwhile, for Atleti, welcoming La Real, traveling to Valencia They have one more match against Depot before they welcome PSV to the Calderon. Kind of strange. Atleti will get the win and the bragging rights, but the big winner today might be Barcelona, especially if they can come away with a victory against Sevilla tomorrow, pulling away in the La Liga race. In fact, you could say almost anything but a Real Madrid win would have put that in the book.
So very impressively. It's a great challenge. Applaudable in its failure. That's the type of game it's been for Real Madrid today. And taking nothing away from this impressive, super defensive Atletico.
Nice run from Correa, cuts to the inside, in for Koke, who can't control. Danilo, who's quietly had a pretty good game at this left back. Stripped away from Kroos. Griezmann, but high. Almost had the angle. Zidane trying to will his team forward. Great. Taking a look at this Real Madrid side. They had Ancelotti and were struggling in some of these big matches. They went to Rafa Benitez and the struggle was still there. Now they go to Zidane and they still can't find the big game goals. Maybe it's not the coaches. Hangs in the air. Godin challenges, knocks down Ronaldo.
It's out.
Back towards Varane. And it's cleared by Atletico. Carvajal sending it through. An easy grab for Oblak. If they go through this season without a title, Ray, you wonder what the after effects of that might be. Will there be wholesale changes?
Phil, you got to remember there's a FIFA ban that's coming on very, very strongly, and it's going to be a huge challenge for Zidane to cope with that itself. This club, this one stays like this and it plays out the way you're indicating. There are problems further down the road for Zizou and Real Madrid. The lack of cover for a Benzema. They're going to have to splash big cash all around on this field. Pepe not getting much younger. They've got a great cover man in Varane. They're going to need to hold on to all of these players and enhance the team in a very, very small transfer window in all likelihood.
Poke free. Out wide, Felipe Luis trying to track it down. 13 shots, 3 on goal. All 3 by Ronaldo, no one else.
Lovely running off of the ball again.
Yes, in for Correa, upended by Danilo fairly as the Brazilian upends the Argentine. Esse off to Danilo on his left foot. Not bad, but not good enough.
Fabulous play from Danilo, leaving his wing-back spot in his defensive hole and coming out, launching this attack. He uses Esse to set him up. It's an admirable effort from the Brazilian. It is Jan Oblak all full of worry, and he is getting as nervous as a Greek banker now, seeing his team stretched out on that counter. And here come Real Madrid again.
Looking for an equalizer, but upended in the midfield.
Well played, cross.
Out wide, Hesse will take. Empoli against Roma coming your way on beIN Sports later today. Immediately following this match on beIN Sports. beIN Sports and Espanyol, a double dip from La Liga, Getafe, Celta, and Sporting Espanyol. Shut down by Juanfran this time. 24 shutouts this season, 24 clean sheets from Atletico Madrid, and on the verge of their 25th. Modric, Esse at the edge of the area. Danilo again with his right. Finds Ramos, who tried to flick it in for Borja, but no. And now it's a foot race in Varane with an extra gear.
Beautiful ball played in, and just a little too heavy with that final touch to set up Real Madrid for one of the few times as Danilo gets wiped out here.
And Danilo not happy with Correa.
For the first time, Real Madrid players inside of the box in numbers thought it was going to fall fortuitously for them as Correa goes into the ref's book in typical Diego Simeone style. Gavi leading the charge. High challenge by Correa.
Gavi slapping
probably the best player on the park for Real Madrid today, Danilo. Does nothing wrong, but Correa does everything wrong.
Gavi coming in and slapping the fingers away. A bit fortunate, because if he gets a yellow, he misses the next match. Just 2 minutes of added time remain. 14 shots, just the 3. Ronaldo, 2 headers in the blast on target, and Oblak has denied them all. Meanwhile, 9 shots for Atleti and 5 have been on frame.
It's a card.
Down on that far side is Gavi, and now Ramos in the book, and he will miss Real's next game. Not the way they wanted to go in towards their anniversary. Real Madrid hoping they had the questions answered, the problems solved with Zidane's arrival, but they remain. Jose Maria Aznar, the ex-prime minister, sitting next to Florentino as the fans make their way out. Might be more bitter than the wind today, the Madrid faithful. 6th straight derby without a win. Nice touch, Esse. Danilo trying to impose himself. Ronaldo into the middle. Skips away from Mayoral and cleared by Felipe Luis. Correa giving chase, but Navas was ready. Hangs in the air, though. Navas still out. Here's Saul. It could be 4v2. Saul, though, takes it towards the corner. Poke free by Danilo. Will it cost them? Nice from Jimenez. Final seconds trickle away on a La Liga season for Real Madrid. Vasquez wide, but a soft pass. Look at all the empty blue in that background. Maybe says more than the scoreboard. Last gasp saloon for Real to even salvage a point. Close giving them the chance. Carvajal in, Ronaldo back, blasts it into the back of Saul Niguez, and that is going to do it. The goal from Griezmann stands up. 6 straight without defeat over Real for Atletico.
Well, the home supporters started to leave early, and huge disappointment for them in a game that was a wonderful tug of war in the Madrid derby. It saw Real Madrid lose Benzema at half-time. Without Marcelo, they lacked that spark of urgency, and their midfield went missing, like the kids in the Blair Witch Project, for so much of this game. And against Atletico de Madrid, that defence held up imperviously behind Oblak. It was Navas again who time and time again came to the rescue. And for Atletico de Madrid, it was all about pure quality in defence, and it was right, left and centre. And on the attack, they would be dangerous. Griezmann has got options right, left and centre. He goes to the left with Felipe Luis, who returns the favour, and this is nothing less than a world-class goal. He absolutely finds it beautifully. He's got decisions to make on the run. Nobody attacks the ball. He's trying to cover away Carvajal. He cannot get there. The ball's played back. It's a goal of the highest quality and does real service to Napa for a pura calidad goal from Antoine Griezmann.
10th road win of the year for Atletico Madrid. 13th goal for Griezmann, snapping a more than 300-minute drought. Well, what did we learn today? Struggles for Real Madrid. Atletico still strong. Back to the Express Studios for more on the wrap-up following a 1-0 win for the visitors.
Undefeated no longer. Zidane with his first derby and lost now with a 1-0 victory for Atletico Madrid in this derby match. Your thoughts?
To the middle, banged off Gabi. Ivanovic tries to clear, but Modric deflects. Unfortunately for him, out of play. And another look to the sideline. More reinforcements for Atleti. Ronaldo with 5 shots on the game. Borja coming off the bench with 2. No one else with more than 1. Slow walk to the sideline for Fernando Torres. And some fresh legs up front.
80 minutes that the Colchoneros lady applauds. And Mano also